What's going on, guys? Nyla Simone here with a very special guest in the building. We got Phony Ppl in here.
Threes.
How are you guys?
Chilling, man.
Very well.
Good.
We're happy to be alive.
Yes.
We're creative.
Yes.
Young black men.
Yes.
Thank God.
You guys are a ball of energy, man. Just in the setting up this, my mind's going many different places. Politics, music, rapping. You guys said y'all want to freestyle today, right?
Who said that?
LB might freestyle.
I think Asia got the bars.
I'm pretty sure we all been up.
Elijah got
mad.
bars.
Yeah, I was
today.
gonna say we wake up early.
We'll all freestyle
What?
at the same time.
But y'all was at the club celebrating the new release?
Nah, we were actually we have rehearsal
Yeah, we have
yesterday.
rehearsal.
We don't
Oh.
play them games.
And the day before that.
But y'all
We
showed
get-
that to like December 20, the end of the year, right?
We gave ourselves 2 days to celebrate, and even within those days, we were still rehearsing.
Oh, wow.
The work never stops.
Yeah.
Never stops.
And we have those 2 shows here in New York, but we're playing Chicago on Sunday and then Denver on Tuesday.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
I love
yeah.
that. Good for you guys. Booked and busy.
Oh yeah.
All right, so this is my first time getting to talk to all you guys at the same time. But for those who don't know who Phony Ppl is, just one by one, who you guys are.
My name is Asia. I'm on the keys.
My name is Matthew. I'm on the drums.
My name's Elijah Rock. I play guitar.
Hi, I'm Barry Bass, and I play the bass.
Hello there. LB3 on the microphone. Yeah.
And we're
Phony Ppl.
Brooklyn.
I love that big Brooklyn energy. So I DJ'd you guys' excuse me, listening party.
yes.
Yes.
Hey.
Thank
Amazing
you so much
job.
for that.
It was so fun.
Yeah, you smashed it.
That's when I was like, yeah, I need to interview them ASAP. Please, can I really get you guys?
Yo, on
And-
some real shit. I mean, some real S word. It was so dark in there. I didn't even know that was you. That was you?
Also, what was
You did
great
great.
about it is it was our first time hearing the album
Yeah.
In a
like
party.
in a party setting because we've been like in the studio, headphones. So that was thank you.
Yeah.
When you guys do record, I was gonna ask that. Are y'all all together recording, or is it like separate processes?
It's different almost every time.
Yeah.
Oh,
It depends on the point of what we're recording, like the goal. Like, you know, if we're starting something new, it could be a like a side mission where it's just like 2 of us making something from nothing, or it could be like, yo, all of us in the studio, from a studio in the city to one of our home studios to, you know, there's no rules to this.
We record a lot of our rehearsals, so sometimes ideas will come out of that too, because a lot of the like that spontaneity and that impulse it leads to good writing. And honestly, it's hard to replicate. Like, it's hard to do something cool that you didn't think you were gonna do and then do it again. So now we just record everything.
Yeah.
that is very, very true. So for this project, it was a little bit of everything, or was it mostly one or the other?
Well, I think it's interesting. You kind of go into the history of how the project started. We started it before the pandemic.
Oh wow.
2019. And, we were flowing and creating either together or bringing shout-outs to Ivan Barrios, of course, for big Philly vibes. And so we started the process with him, and then, there were separate beats going. But then when the pandemic hit, it really turned into like okay, we got to figure out Zoom calls and try and figure out how to put it together while not being together.
Right.
And so this album has more of that in some senses.
Did it hurt the creativity process or help for you guys?
It just shifted.
It was just different.
A lot of the album started, like the conception of it was while we were traveling a lot. Like, we were in different places every few weeks. So a lot of that influence went into the album. Like, a song like Splashin' was made like in Germany backstage at like a festival at like makeshift studio. So when the pandemic hit, it was like, well, a lot of this has been focused on the traveling, but now there's no traveling. So it's like there's a complete shift, but it almost is like you're introducing 2 different concepts, and that was the product.
Got it. With
Staying at home
Splashing,
and
were you guys all on the same page? Like, y'all found a girl in the crowd? Is this like a normal routine for you guys? Like, what?
Collectively.
Say, all right, 1, 2, 3, her. That's funny.
You were last on that song.
Yeah.
so
Yo,
it's
that was
like,
the craziest thing about Splashing. So we in Germany, I just remember being like my whole sleep schedule was 0. It was nothing. So everybody was up and I was just so tired. I just found me a little sweater to prop up in the back of the Sprinter and take me a nap in the Sprinter.
Oh, yeah, I remember
So
that.
I went to sleep in the Sprinter, and I woke up, I don't know how many hours later, and I think actually when we got there, I didn't even know there was a studio at the festival. I just was like, went to sleep. And then I woke up, like, where's the guys, right? Found the guys. They're like, oh, they're in the studio. I'm like, oh, what's this? So I walk into the studio, and there's this, hey. And I was like, yo, I don't know what we gonna do, but we gonna make something like now. So like, whether we finish or not, the seeds will be planted for this song lyrically by the time we get out of here. So it could just continue. And not, be in Brooklyn thinking about what's this song about. It's like, nah, we're going to answer that question while we're here and then continue to, raise this child into whatever song it's going to be.
Got it.
So, yeah, I was surprised. They had, like, most of the music bumping and rocking when I woke up. And I was just like, man, here we go. And we just had a lot of fun.
So, did you come up with the lyrics before or after your performance?
After the performance.
Okay. Was the muse in the room or no?
I'm sorry?
Was the muse in the room?
At a certain point, yes. At the beginning, no. Because I was like, yo, let's yeah, like we here, you here,
Yeah, I
we
forgot
here.
about that.
Definitely come through.
Yo, y'all have some nighttime. I forgot about that.
Because like the benefit of there being 5 of us is like LB was saying, like he'll sleep and like 2 of us will randomly find someone that's like have a studio. Like we found that studio. They weren't looking for us or anything. We found it, and there were like sessions that were lined up, and we were like, can you just not do those sessions? Can we just get it? And they were like, eventually they were like, sure. Like canceled like everything else, and they just had us in there for the whole day. So by the time LB came, we had been in there for hours just having fun. Yeah.
By the end of it, like
and yo-
we were screaming. Oh yeah.
Yo, and like, mind you, it's a festival still. So like, it'll be like I remember I made the drums. It was me and Elijah. We started it off, and then Asia and I think Barry jumped off, and I think I went to go to catering to get some food. I ran around. I think Trippie Redd was performing, and like I would go see some people and then jump back in, put some more drums. Like,
Wow.
like it was really a great vibe.
I feel like
it
that's
was really
good for the
cool.
creative. Like you're
yeah.
seeing creatives, and there's no type of energy like a festival energy.
Exactly.
Nah,
Yeah.
not at all. Yep.
Festivals end up being like big, like almost like high school reunions sometimes for artists. I feel because you don't see each other often.
Opportunities you got to
Record.
record at a festival.
In Germany,
Right.
Exactly.
as Brooklynites, it's like, whoa,
Yeah,
we not home. Let's make something.
that's pretty fly.
Shout out to Jay Loon. He's the one that let us in the studio.
I love that. Nah, you guys, I love that. So
Oh,
you guys,
I gotta add that one part in there, yeah. Cause so when it was like, all right, after the freestyles about like, yo, manager's calling everybody's phone, blowing us up. Everybody's like not answering because they know what's on the other side. And then it was like, all right, we gotta answer this call. Like we have to go now. So right before at the last second, I'm like, yo, somebody else come in the booth and just do something. It don't matter. Just somebody else. Just put sprinkle something on there. You know what I'm saying? Say something. And everybody's like, yo, come in the studio. You come in the booth? Nah, I don't feel like it. Yo, you come in the booth? Nah, I don't feel
wait,
like
who
it.
are
You come
these
in
random people you
No,
talking
I'm
to?
talking to the band.
Yeah.
This is the band. I'm like, yo, Matt, come in the booth. Like, nah.
It was
Matt,
late.
come in
It
the
was
booth.
late at that
Nah.
point. I was tired.
So that, yeah, everybody was like, nah, I don't feel like it. So our tour manager at the time, Jim, he was the only person like, you want to do the voice?
No.
He was the only person like, yeah, exactly.
The voice.
He has a classic raspy voice. He's just like, yeah, I'll get it. And then so he's like, with your fat, like, you know what I mean? Like,
So he didn't mind. He's the only person who didn't mind coming into the booth and saying anything. And then at the end of the song, there's this other voice that says, "Where's this cough button? How does it work? I just push it." Okay, it says, yeah. Well, yeah. So the other voice.
you gotta listen to the song.
Yeah, at the end of the there's a little another voice, and that's our tour manager for the time.
I love that. All right, so what was the most fun song to make? Was it this one or?
Ooh, that song was really fun to make. I'm not
There's
gonna
another
lie.
one towards the end of the
look at that
project that
track
sounds like it was fun.
Oh, that was really fun. What it feels like.
What It
What It
Feels
Feels Like was really
that was
fun.
one of the. That was one of the only songs where we were playing all together.
Yep.
Oh,
And
fire.
we record because the rest of the album is kind of produced and we kind of added our just instruments on, but
Yeah.
that was the only one where we were in the studio just like,
Collectively.
all right, let's go, let's write this song together. Like LB was in the booth, Matthew was on it was
Yeah.
So
dope.
it was like
And in the same day, the Soul Rebels came through and added horns on it.
Yeah.
It was
I
crazy.
was saying Leon Thomas came that day.
Yeah.
Jojo came that
came that
day.
day.
Yeah.
Ah,
Like
okay.
3
Fire.
songs on the album
Yeah.
like got started that day.
Yeah,
It was really cool.
So it was a jam session.
it was a
Yeah.
whole jam session. Yeah, that was the
yo,
day.
that was the day. Check how many
He said, "Look at the
people in
beats."
there.
He got the
Yeah,
files.
it was
Mad
it was
people
so
in
fun.
there.
Show.
Yo, shout outs to the Soul Rebel. Shout outs
Yeah.
to the Soul Rebel.
I think Warmest Winter was fun too.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was fun.
Warmest Winter was a fun day because that was supposed to be our day off. Like we had been in LA for like 2 weeks straight, recording and working and stuff.
I'm sure y'all drive y'all manager crazy. That's supposed to be our day off, but we over
That's
here.
part of the job
Yeah.
description.
Nah, he was the one. I had another session that day, and
Yeah.
he was the one like, you gotta leave that session. Kate Trinata's coming to the studio.
Well, cause like okay,
I was like,
we had been working and we had been, we're not from LA, so when we're in LA, we're trying to reach to all the homies and let's try to get some stuff, and everyone's got different schedules. So that day, like Kate Trinata was like, yo, I'm trying to come, but his schedule wasn't letting it happen, and so he hit us. We hit him. We said the last day, like, yo, this is our last day in the studio, and he's like, I'm gonna try to make it, and he didn't make it. We were like, all right. The next day, we were chilling I think we were all in an Airbnb together. And we were watching Mad Game of Thrones. I remember that day. And then he called me and he was like, yo, I'm ready to get in. And I was like, we're done. Like, this is our day off. And then he was like, well, I can do so we called our management. We said, we got to do another day. And so it was all like a mad last minute scramble. And we found a new studio. And he came up, and it was just like I remember. Do you guys remember we got all those clothes delivered that day because we had to try all these different clothes on. So we're like in this random studio we'd never been in with
Patrick
a ton
was
of
there.
clothes everywhere. Patrick from the internet.
this
was
for the
there.
cover art?
Patrick Page. No,
this
that was way before.
We were getting ready for an
A tour.
international tour.
Yeah. So we had all this fittings that we had to do.
Yeah.
And then Cater came, and we were just there until like 6 a.m, like freestyling and like making stuff. And I definitely fell asleep and woke up, and Elvis was still working. Yeah.
And that's how
Fun
Warmest
times.
Winter was born.
Yeah. That's how Warmest.
Goodness. I remember I was like, yo, I am not leaving the studio until this is done. I'm not leaving. I don't care whoever we got to call, whatever. I'm not leaving.
Is there ever times where some people just aren't feeling the creativity?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Five of
Inspiration
us,
is like,
yeah.
there's inspiration and there's also expiration. You know what I mean? Or expiration. And, there's also null set, which is none, you know? And you could be, there's different pressures, from being in a place that every second is costing you and saying, I'm trying to, tap into this inspiration, and you can't really, you could stare at yourself, but you can only do that for yourself. The energy around you and the inspiration, it's a relationship, you know what I mean? And sometimes it's there, sometimes it's not. Sometimes it's there, but you're not there. You know what I mean? Inspiration could be there, but where are you? It's both. So when you're on the clock and it's like, I gotta make this happen, that's another type of creativity.
It's a layer of pressure.
Yeah, it's definitely a layer of pressure, and it definitely affects the creativity. But it's either gonna make it convex or concave, and sometimes that it bends in the way of greatness, and sometimes it's like, oh, that's just another idea. I just, maybe we could make something out of it.
So wait, did y'all meet Jojo in LA? When did y'all meet Jojo?
In Brooklyn.
I met JoJo in Brooklyn.
Wow.
She came to Asia's house.
Yeah,
right? Yeah.
And she reached out and she was like, "Yo, let's just make some music, like something that's like not R&B." She's trying to get away from the R&B thing, and she just came over, and it was for her project at first, and then we've just been cool ever since.
Yeah, we had a couple
And when she was in
minutes.
LA,
Yeah,
we were
shout out to
like,
JoJo.
"Come to the studio."
Yo, she brought her moms to the studio too.
oh,
And
yeah.
it was one of the sweetest things.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my God,
That's
they were there
fun.
jamming, and she like stood for mad long while we were making.
She fell asleep in the studio now.
Yo, it was great. Yo, shout outs to JoJo and shout outs to JoJo mom.
We gotta get her mom on the next album.
Y'all
Oh,
should.
definitely.
I remember, I think we had a different session with JoJo and Leon Thomas in New York
In Red
also.
Bull Studios.
In Red Bull Studios,
Yeah.
yeah. And so when we were into LA and JoJo was coming, we had Leon. I swear Leon was there in like 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Like, he was like, yeah, I'm here.
Yo, shout outs to Leon.
Leon is the homie, bro.
bless
Shout out to
him.
Leon for
Yeah,
real.
yeah.
That's fly. I was actually surprised to see JoJo on there, but very happy.
Oh yeah.
Like,
She's
wow.
awesome.
She's great.
Yeah,
yo,
and-
she be singing.
She be
Oh, yeah.
singing her ass off.
Oh,
yeah,
Crazy.
when she disappeared, I was disappointed. But that album is a classic.
You
The
could say
first
ass?
album, huh?
You can say ass without the cough button.
Yeah.
We are not live.
Oh.
Don't hit nothing.
Also, you can say asshole too.
Oh shit. Yeah, oh,
Yeah,
ass.
you can say that. Yeah,
I think you
exactly.
can say. All right, I don't even want to go down that. But all right.
I need a list of what we can and say and what we can't say.
the word you can.
Send the list. Send the list.
All right, so you guys are very multifaceted. I'm not gonna make y'all rap unless y'all want to. But I heard you worked on a video for a year.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yes, I did.
Talk about that process.
Yeah, I worked on an animated music video for Dial Tone. And,
How many frames?
It was 2,330 frames.
Oh
Million.
But it was all hand done, so it was like a flip book.
Come on,
Wow.
Essentially. So
y'all not reading books with 2,300 pages.
that's the thing. It was a lot. So some frames are small, but a lot of frames are really a lot of detail.
Intricate, yeah.
And yeah, no, it was worth the amount of energy that went into it, because at one point it just started as an experiment during the pandemic. I had the iPad, of course, that they know I'm never without the iPad because I always
I
drawing.
love the iPad. It makes me feel like a CEO. I'm not gonna lie. What do you need?
Yes.
Yeah, so I had the iPad, and during the quarantine, I was just like, I draw a lot on Procreate, which is a drawing app. Let me look at animating. So I found an app called Ppl, and I didn't know you could put music into it. So I put like a little blah, 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 like action thing because I want to make my own cartoon. But then I said, wait a second, why don't I put a song in and try and see that? And I think Dial Tone, we had just done like a version of it. And so I was like, yeah, this is my song right now. I threw it in and then just started freestyle animating.
So that was your first time doing an animated video.
Yeah.
I want to say something though. Remember Colors. Remember you started to like little remnants of
Right.
it way back in
Right.
the day. So
That's
on
true.
Mosaic, right? I'm not
Mhm.
bugging. Excuse me. Mosaic. We have a song called Colors, and I remember us being in California at Q-Million spot, and he started at like that. That was the like beginning of that. So that was the like little.
It was
track.
like
I
a
don't know
preamble.
if you know
Bark.
No, I
where that
remember.
is.
I didn't. It's actually on the laptop that I gave.
Jazzy?
Yeah.
I'm gonna get that.
Because and I remember why I didn't continue that is because it was not efficient. Like I couldn't finish it out there. But yeah, so technically I had like a quick spark of what was to come with
for
this.
sure. I remember that. Just now I remembered that video.
I forgot
Just
about
now.
it.
Yeah.
Do you-
Look at me.
You see yourself doing that again?
Possibly. Yeah. Possibly. Yeah.
I know that's a major time constraint.
Yeah.
But okay, so why did you guys name it Euphonious? And am I saying it right?
Yeah.
Euphonious. Where'd the name come from?
So yeah, we all have our own definitions of euphonious, but you know, I think one of the hardest processes of making an album is the album title, because what happens with us is we make a bunch of songs and it's just like, all right, well, like what are we naming this, you know? And
Like a baby.
so, you know, we're going through a bunch of lists, we're going through a bunch of names, and you know, and euphonious was the one that stood out the most because it's a play on words. It's euphonious, and euphonious means
Sonically pleasing to the ear.
sonically pleasing to the ear, and then it has the word phony in it, and you know,
Yeah.
so it was cool. It was
Wait,
like
does it really mean that?
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's a real word.
yeah,
okay.
euphonious.
We just spelled-
I
spell
thought
it
y'all made
different.
that up.
No,
That's how I'm like-
We spell it different.
Yeah, we spell it different.
Dictionary,
yeah,
all right.
Yeah. So
It's
yeah.
it's PHONIOUS.
Yeah,
is the word.
but we put the Y in
yeah.
there. You know, it was perfect. It was perfect.
Yeah.
I love
It was
that.
Asia's idea.
Love it.
We're the sound people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then also we were traveling a lot, so like Europe, phony, you know,
Yeah,
US,
yeah.
like all these different
There's
things.
so many
Double
different
entendres.
definitions.
Yeah.
Get it.
Come on,
It's
yeah.
perfect.
Clever guys.
Oh, yeah, they got bars, yo. Stop sleeping on my guys, man.
Do y'all want to
Gotta
freestyle?
put that
Me?
beat on.
Trying to force
Y'all can if you want to. I
You
feel
my
like-
guys got bars,
LB's the
man.
kind of guy that he encourages us to freestyle.
Yeah.
Even if it's whack, even if it's whack, he might be like, "Nah, that's fire."
Yeah.
Yo, I got yo. They have so much bars. There's
That's
times that
nasty.
I just write down. I have this note in my phone of just all the bars that they have. Like it'd be a random moment. Like we're just sitting down somewhere or on our way or just ordering
sure
some
yesterday we
food,
were freestyling.
and they got bars. So I'm like, oh, I'm adding that to the list of bars that they have. It's just incredible. It's
It's
incredible.
gonna be a book one day.
Yeah.
It's just a random bar.
The other member bars.
Not the other members.
Other member
I
bars.
feel like I freestyle better when I'm not in front of LB. He makes me nervous.
Ah. I'm gonna have to
feel
have you
like
step out in a
sometimes-
I
second.
feel like I freestyle way better with LB because he's always like, ooh, he's always encouraging you.
I like
so.
that.
Yo, they got. Oh my God, I can't explain. I'm
I'm
looking like they got
not rapping
bars.
at all. It's
So-
just a rap.
How did you guys become a collective?
Well,
The year was 1964.
I'm gonna tell you how, because LB be getting in trouble. So when we was young, and LB got in trouble, he got grounded, and he couldn't go outside. So
Why did you get grounded? What's the T?
It's probably for bad grades in school. Most
okay.
likely, yeah.
it's been a long time. Like Asia and Barry are brothers, and LB and Asia met first day of middle school. I met Asia first day of high school, so it's been a long process. But like, LB was in trouble, so he couldn't go outside. So he asked if he could have his friends over, and that inadvertently for his birthday, yes, because to get grounded on your birthday is, you know. So you need and that inadvertently became like the first informal rehearsal jam session that eventually led to the actual band. And then I think at the time also there were like battle of the bands happening in high school and stuff. So it was just, there were incentives to like, let's just like link together and be a thing. And all of us joined. I was the last one to join, honestly. So I came after all the early conception of everything.
So you guys were already playing instruments prior,
Yeah.
but not collectively.
Different ones.
Different instruments,
Yeah.
different music schools, all that kind of stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
I kind of
LB wasn't even, when I met LB, he wasn't singing. He didn't even rap.
Yeah. When I met Asia, we were in orchestra
Yeah.
together.
He was
wow.
playing bass.
Yeah,
and
he
I was
wasn't playing
viola.
Yeah, I wasn't playing guitar. He
Yo,
wasn't playing
y'all are all over
Yeah, I
the
know.
place.
It's crazy. It's really crazy.
I wasn't really playing anything.
Yeah, Barry
Really?
was all soccer. Yeah.
Oh wow.
I was in the orchestra and pit orchestras.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah.
Jazz
so how did
band.
you get with the drums?
How did me? Well, I was always playing drums because my dad was and is a drummer.
His dad, by the way, is DJ Jazzy J, originator, part contributor of the conception of hip hop in New York,
Fire.
original Zulu Nation. He's a little hip hop prince, but he don't say that.
So yeah, my dad put me on. Shout out to GJ Jazzy J. But he put me on the drums. But I met the craziest things is that all of these guys went to school. They brothers. I went to school with the former member, my man PJ, and me and PJ got cool because we had on the same shirt. We just happened to have on the
Spider-Man
same.
moment?
Yeah, exactly. We just happened to have on the same Vinny's We Run Brooklyn shirt from back in the day, and we became cool over that. And he introduced me to everybody. So without Vinny's and without PJ, I wouldn't be here right
No,
now.
but it's funnier because PJ, they was friends, they was regular friends, and he'd go to his house a bunch of times, and then one day he went downstairs and seen the drum set. He said, "You play drums?" And I was like, "Yeah, I play drums." And I think they called Asia immediately, and that's how they met.
Yeah.
Wow.
Had a little jam session with Matt.
It was like 2 hours.
Yeah.
On a little
really cool.
Casio
Yeah.
keyboard. I remember that. We went
Yeah.
in.
And I
So-
think when they
Good
called me to
times.
come through, like, yo, you gotta come through. I think I was in trouble then too.
Also, none of this would be possible if all of us didn't meet Asia. All of us, the start of all these
Dope.
stories is like meeting Asia.
That's fire.
Yeah,
Very nice.
Great Nation, baby.
I love that. That's so funny. I feel like when I have jam sessions, mine's be more like concerts because I DJ or even producing. My friends just be like, "All right, I'm gonna leave." So the fact that y'all are like, "Yo, let me add to it," that's really dope.
We gotta
It's
bring
like,
you to the next one.
that,
Yeah,
yo,
yeah.
please.
Oh, yeah.
I would love to come, but that's like destined. It feels like.
I
Oh,
this year started DJing a lot, so I'm definitely trying to learn some tricks.
Yeah,
From you.
I got you. Are you on Pioneer? You
Yeah.
on Serato?
Yeah.
Okay, because I don't use record box. I don't know how to do it at all.
I've been trying to learn everything. I mean, also like all our dads like were a big part of it too, because Asian Barry's dad is a drummer. My dad, Matt's dad, LB's dad, all DJs, like
Fire.
and
It's
additional
crazy.
instrumentalists. So
That's really dope.
Matt's
The Lord
mom is a
wrote this
piano
story.
and
Yeah.
flautist too.
yeah,
Thanks,
so
so if
Matt's
y'all
sister
really need something
plays
like, yo, mom,
oboe.
can you come lay these keys? I need, like, you can really do
Our
that.
parents have a band.
Yeah.
That, yo,
We
that would be fun.
LB was just saying this yesterday that we get all of our dads together, all of our moms, and make them be the other phone
I'm
people.
not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Y'all should do something for like maybe Mother's Day or Father's
We
Day.
was
Like,
just talking about that. last
Yo,
night.
for every Mother's Day, my mother, because she'll corner us. She'll be like, listen, everybody in this room, Y'all owe me a song for Mother's Day.
Yeah.
Y'all owe me a song for my birthday.
She said for Christmas, the other day. She
wants
said when I walked in,
meters.
she's like, for Christmas, I want a song.
Yeah.
I love that. You guys should definitely give
Usually
it to her.
she wants us to cover the meters. It's like
Yeah.
She wanted 2.
yeah.
She said, "I got one now. I'm coming to y'all later with the other one."
She knows exactly what she said.
I was like, "Word."
That's
Yeah.
super dope. I love that. I love that. You guys have a really musical background. I didn't know that. That's cool.
Oh yeah.
All right. Oh, and I was gonna ask, are you a thumb drive DJ or like laptop?
Both.
Cool.
Both of them.
Period. I love it. You guys are gonna do something for Christmas?
We
Not
have
the
those
shows.
2
I mean, like a
shows.
Christmas song.
We haven't.
I think
We
that's
used.
one of our like most requested.
We used to do it more often. We
Yeah.
used to make a Christmas song, like try to make it every year and stuff. But
Not this
these
year.
last few years have just been like so all over the place.
Busy.
Matthew,
I got a lot
Matthew gonna
going
give you
on.
the Christmas freestyle right now. Just give him the beat.
Wow.
Let's do it.
Wow.
Here you go.
There you go.
Hey, hey, my birthday on December 24th. Christmas the next day, yeah, it's coming off. Yeah, we phony people, we at the spot. And we doing it real hot. 105 with Nyla Simone.
Hey.
Yeah, we do it real gone. I don't know what you do. Chill. I had to give y'all the D- bars real quick. The little D-.
That was so
Yo,
great.
my son, yo, come on, man. Yo, I'm so glad, man. The bravery. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what it takes. Shout out to the bravery.
I
you know?
love
do.
that.
It do.
And
Yeah, of course.
I love what you guys are doing. I love that you guys keep it about the art and not about anything else. Because I feel like it's easy to get caught up in other things. But shout out to your Instagram. Let everybody know where they can follow you guys if they don't already.
Hey, y'all. Everything is at Phony Ppl. PHONYPPL. We on everything.
Yes.
That's
Everywhere.
Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, Bimble, Twitch.
Discord.
Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and hit that post notification bell.
And we outside.
Tinder.
And we outside.
OnlyFans.
All right. Until next time, guys. Peace.